Six-figure sneakers. College grad earns $10,000 a month reselling shoes. Hello and welcome to Side Hustle Kings and Queens, where I talk about financial tips and topics and, of course, you guessed it, side hustles. Just a little disclaimer, I'm not a financial professional. I just love learning and sharing all this stuff with you. And lastly, please help me grow this channel just simply by smashing that like button. Here we go. While waiting tables, a recent college grad discovers the world of sneakerheads. He then learns to buy and resell shoes, earning him a six-figure income and quitting his job within just 1 year. When most people leave college, they have a career in mind. After completing their degree, they head out into the real world and look for work in their chosen field. But J.V. Ortiz isn't like most people. When college was over, he was only certain of one thing. He wanted to make money on his own terms, but he just wasn't quite sure how to do it. While searching for an answer, he got a job waiting tables to pay the bills. The plan was to work until he could come up with something better to get the dollars rolling in. He started researching what others were doing to make money. Since there's no shortage of advice on the internet, this led to trying a whole bunch of things that did not work. He tried selling umbrellas, hoverboards, and other random items through Amazon. He tried affiliate marketing. Yes, he made some money on those ventures, but it was nothing to write home about. Then one day, he read a story in a magazine that changed his perspective on things. It outlined how a teenager was making six figures a year by flipping. That is, buying and reselling for profit high-end watches. It sounded like a great way to make a living, but JV had a problem. High-end watches were expensive. Watches like the ones mentioned in the article cost upwards of 5 figures, not exactly the kind of money a waiter has lying around. Still, the business model intrigued him. He explored other markets where he might be able to apply the same business model. For inspiration, JV turned to one of the biggest marketplaces on the planet, eBay. He scoured the recently sold clothing items on eBay looking for ones with a high price point. Why clothing? Well, he chose it over watches or electronics or anything else because it seemed low risk. Amongst the high-priced fashion brands, a strange item jumped out at him. A pair of 2015 Nike Air Jordans was selling for $800 above retail. After researching a bit more, he noticed it wasn't a fluke. They were consistently selling for that price. This was JV's first introduction to sneaker collectors, known as sneakerheads. You see, there are millions of people out there that love sneakers. They converse about them all day long and are always on the lookout for the hottest new releases. For some reason, sneakers have a way of consuming the soul of those who covet them. After about a year of doing this, JV was able to quit his restaurant job and go full-time. How much money does he make? While the money isn't always consistent, he's managed to earn a six-figure salary for the last 2 years. In his more successful months, he has earned over $10,000 reselling sneakers. JV plans to travel while working over the next coming year. And, like sneakers, he realizes the only way that works is with a pair. He now has a business partner who'll handle the physical sourcing and shipping of the shoes while he's traveling the world. Throughout the process, JV has learned about marketing, customer service, negotiating, and everything it takes to have a successful side hustle. He's also launched a website to teach others how to become a successful resell in sneakers. With all his knowledge, it seems like additional success is a shoo-in. Here's a little words of wisdom regarding our episode today. The first step is to educate yourself as much as possible on the sneaker market. Then go out and buy a pair of shoes you think are in high demand. It can be a new release or an older used model. Sell it for profit or even to break even, just to get a feel for the market, the lingo, and the platforms like eBay, GOAT, and StockX that people use to buy and sell shoes. Fun fact, the global sneaker resale market is currently valued at around $1 billion. While much of this revenue is generated by the larger players such as StockX and Klekt, that's spelled Klekt, there is still plenty of room left for an independent reseller to make a substantial income. eBay has a thriving community of both buyers and sellers, and estimates are that around $400 million worth of sneakers are sold through the site each year. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Side Hustle Kings and Queens. The info in this episode was from sidehustleschool.com once again. Now please help me grow my channel just by simply smashing that like button. And always be kind to one another no matter background or race. Good luck with your sneaker reselling side hustle. Bye.